Computer. Ooh, hello. That's the first time I've heard that recording in progress. Hi, guys.
Good evening.
Hi, my name is Jennifer. For all of you that will be tuning into this recording later, I work for and with Habitat for Humanity of Monroe County. And today is our chance to talk to you about how we can help you, the veteran community that helps us so much on a regular basis. So it's time for us as a community to band together to make sure that we give back to the people who give to us, which are veterans. So, and military service. So we have Jamie, awesome Jamie from Little Blessings, veteran outreach, as well as Jeanette McDonald, who is with Habitat Hope, our financial HUD certified financial housing counselor. And so we're going to have a little space here today to just chat each individually about what we bring to the table and what we have to offer. And hopefully someone might come on and we'll allow them some space to be able to ask questions and get their questions answered in real time. That's the goal for these. So 4 times a year, we will connect with Little Blessings and the veteran community in this platform to allow you guys to come on and get your questions answered. Just us, right? So we're here for you.
We're inviting you into our homes.
Inviting you into our homes, that's right, yeah. So we are all, at least Habitat's getting back to, quote unquote normal, moving into being back in the office, which is pretty sweet. That is a new development for us. But like we were talking just before this, COVID, something good, if you can say that, came out of this is for us to have the ability to connect with you, our audience, in this fashion, right? So you don't have to necessarily meet with us. You can be in your PJs, you can be at home. I got 2 kids out there playing with my chickens and the rooster, in the background. My sister's with them, they're not by themselves, okay? But so we have this space for you guys, which is cool. So we will do this and hopefully it'll start to gain some momentum, but we want to always have this space for you guys to feel comfortable to talk to us. So that being said, I want to give a tiny little bit of a glimpse into Habitat for Humanity with a skew on veterans and military service. And then I'm going to allow Jamie some space to talk about our relationship, what she has to offer as well, and then Jeanette too. So in the last 3 years, we have worked tirelessly, I'll say, to find a platform for us to have a connection with the veteran community. We understand how important it is for us to be able to show that we have support, and we also understand how challenging it is at different levels for a veteran to reacclimate themselves back into normal civilian society. So your MO is to give, and so is ours. We have a lot in common. And we do have a lot to offer too, which is cool. So we've developed what we call Project Serve, which I love the name of it, I have to say. It's a pretty sweet name. So it's a threefold program that we have to offer. So one, and this is a big one, pay attention, please. We have found a tiny bit of funding for ramps. Okay, so we're partnering with Home Depot and Habitat, as well as Little Blessings. They'll get together and we will work on a ramp for you at no cost. Okay, so if you are a veteran, if someone in your family has served, even if someone has passed away that has served, all you need to do is go on our website, give us a call, fill out an application, and we will work with you to get a ramp for you or for someone in your family, like a spouse. So that's a huge one. I'm excited about that. I'm super jazzed that Jamie was able to connect us with the awesome team at Home Depot, because they give us the supplies and the labor, and we put that together for you guys. So let us know. Another portion of Project Serve for Habitat is to offer free financial counseling. So I'm not sure where you can see her, but she's right here to me. Jeanette is amazing. She's kind, she's generous, she gives of her time, and she's ready to help you with any questions you have in regards to finances. So I'll let her at her portion speak more in depth about that, but that is a portion of our Project Serve. And then finally, we do have Habitat homes available. We would love to see an opportunity in our community. Big picture, big dream. This is the first thing that Jamie and I, talked about when we first started this, was for us to be able to have a Habitat home for a veteran built by veterans. Okay. It's amazing. I know it will happen, but a little glimpse into Habitat. I'm not sure if you guys know how much lumber costs these days, but right. We lose $65,000 on each house that we build. We are not in the business of making money, right? But we are in the business of building homes, safe, affordable, energy efficient homes. And we would love to do that for a veteran. So that's quick. That's Project Served, and we can go into it more in depth, but that's Habitat in a nutshell. We also have volunteer opportunities because I know you guys love to give, and we are in need. 80% of our workforce is volunteers. So with that, I'm going to pass the mic along to Jamie to speak a little bit about Little Blessings and our relationship and what she has to bring to the table for you guys.
Well, thank you, Miss Jennifer, and good evening, everybody. My name is Jamie Paxton, and I'm the Director of Little Blessings Veteran Community Outreach. And I'm also a veteran. I'm a 25-year veteran. And our mission at our organization is to help veterans transition from their military life and into the civilian world. And we do that in a multitude of ways. We do it with equine assisted therapy. We do it with community integration and wellness opportunities. And community integration is the part where Jen and I come in together, right? I know how important it is for veterans to integrate back into the civilian world. I know how difficult it is for veterans to integrate back into the civilian world. And so Jennifer and I she mentioned the years of 3, right? And so we've been working at this a long time, building this relationship between Habitat and Little Blessings to build the community integration piece and try to make it as smooth as we can between both organizations, right? Like she said, veterans do like to give because it is in their nature to serve, right? So part of where we started with Habitat is I reached out to her, and in phase 5 of our program, it's a give back phase. So they have to give 5 hours back of community service to our organization, and then 5 hours back to Habitat as an organization. And I'm going to just throw this out there because I love to say this because it's something that makes me and Jen smile when we talk about the different stuff in our relationship, because there's so much more giving to Habitat than just building homes. I know everybody thinks it's building homes, but there's way more to Habitat than building homes. And we've built this beautiful relationship. Jen, what you see is what you get from her. She is raw, she is real. She is a veteran's daughter. So yes, she is. I have to remind her of that sometimes, that she does have veteran stuff in her family as well. But yeah, our goal together is to serve the veteran community in the best ways that we can. I love the Project Serve. I think it is amazing. I love that Home Depot is part of us building a relationship together as well. And I just want to point out for the viewers who are watching, the veterans who may or may not know this, that Home Depot and Habitat have had an international relationship for a very long time. And it's just recently where you've been able to be connected with local. So you are now connected with local, and the local Home Depot is just, they're giving, they're amazing. They love their veterans. And like Jen said, it is our vision to build a home for a veteran by veterans. So yeah, if there's any other questions for me, I'm sure Jen's going to put this in, our contact information in this video, but yeah, this is a resource for you veterans to have an opportunity to get free financial mentorship. It is, it is amazing. This is one of those other little hidden secrets that nobody knows. Everybody thinks Habitat just builds a home. No, they will help you with your financial, getting things in order for you to be a homeowner. So I want to thank you so much for viewing and tuning in tonight. And like Jen said, we do this quarterly, so we can just try to continue to reach the veteran community. Back to you, Jen.
Okay, you have to let us see. Come on, can you put it down?
Oh, you heard her?
Petunia! It's a pig, guys. It's a piggy. It's a big black pig. Oh, hello. Oh my gosh. Yes, you're happy to be with us too. Yeah.
Yes, she's happy.
Oh my gosh. What a life, man. That's so cool. Right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. Jamie said it in a nutshell. It's awesome that she has been so gracious to give us a median, if you will, in allowing us a space to have a voice, and some backing. If it wasn't for Jamie and Little Blessings Veteran Community Outreach, I wouldn't have gone the next step, and the staff wouldn't have gone the next step to get veteran certified. So our organization, when this first started in 2018, we were one of two of all of the affiliates in the United States to be a veteran certified by Psych Armor. So what that entails is for the staff to go through, I don't want to say rigorous, but an intensive set of classes for us to get an idea of, or a glimpse of, what it is like to be a veteran or have served in the military. And it's really eye-opening. There's a lot of things that go into education for civilians, and this just brought us one step closer for us to gain the knowledge and the continuing education for us to realize as civilians what a veteran goes through on a daily basis when in service, when in active duty, and coming back home. And also, I feel like, and Jamie, you can tell me, it also provides us a little bit of backing and a little bit of more credibility to a veteran in the veteran community. Like Habitat Monroe, you took the extra step to learn a little bit about us, to ask us questions, and wanting to be a part of our community a little bit more. Cool. We'll let you in a little bit. We may not ask for help, because traditionally veterans do not ask for help, right? But we may be more apt to work alongside you or listen, right, to what you have to offer. So
I just want to jump in there with that, is
Please.
that building that community integration, there's not a right or wrong. And this is how I portrayed it when I first got out of the military. I've heard it 1,000 times: civilians are stupid. And it's because of the frustration of what the veteran goes through. But I will say, on the flip side of that, to give all fairness to civilians, they don't know either, right? The civilian populace doesn't know. And that's what's so amazing about your organization, and that you guys did. And you started this process for Habitat across the country, right? That you brought something to light nationally for them and for the veterans, right? So you're trying to be a voice for them. You're trying to take, your personal time to understand them a little bit more so you can serve them better. And I praise you. And I think that is amazing that you guys have done that. So
yeah, it's cool. And to date, at least 6 months ago, I should double check, but 10 more Habitat affiliates have jumped on and become Psych Armor certified veteran ready organizations. So they took the initiative to take these classes, to learn more, to extend that olive branch. And so, yeah, it's a really cool thing that we can peacock a little bit about, but it's also great for us to be able to say, we're helping not the stupid civilians, but we're helping us understand more about what you guys have to go through. So, so cool. That's out there. If anyone wants the reference to that, I will put it in the link so you guys can see what the courses look like. And if you're a veteran organization, Jamie hopped on board and took some of the classes herself to see what it's all about. So yeah, it's out there for you. It's a great resource too. So Moving on, Jeanette is a resource for you as well through Hope, Habitat Hope. And Jeanette, do you want to speak a little bit about what you bring to the table for Habitat and for our veteran community?
I muted myself.
Yes!
I muted myself because I'm at home too, and my dogs are barking in the background. So, okay, well, hello everyone. My name is Jeanette McDonald, and I am the HUD Certified Housing Counselor. So Habitat Hope is part of Habitat, but we are a housing counseling agency certified by HUD, and we are put in the community to serve our entire community. So everyone in the community is who I can potentially work with to help you reach your financial goals. So I want to tell you a little bit about what I do, just kind of in a nutshell, what kind of things that I can help you with. So we mainly deal with homeownership as an ultimate long-term goal. Doesn't necessarily mean that everyone that I work with has that goal or initially has that goal. But we kind of look at that goal of having, again, it was a great fit with Habitat because we look at the goal of having safe, decent, affordable housing as kind of a main goal for our clients, at least in the pre-purchase or that piece of what I do. So individuals that have an interest in moving forward towards renting and then maybe ultimately buying a house, but have some things that are going on or need some things to be corrected, that's who I work with. So oftentimes, you try to get a mortgage loan or you try to rent an apartment and credit is an issue, as an example. So that can be a big piece of it. Possibly income is an issue. So there's not enough income yet to support that goal of being able to move forward to either rental or home ownership or savings oftentimes. So those are kind of the three big things, and budgeting that we look at. So I meet with individuals, we pull your credit report, we discuss your budget, we talk about your savings and income, and we look at all those things, and I help you set those goals, those smaller goals that will help you reach that bigger goal of reaching that safe, affordable, decent housing, whatever that looks like for you. So that's a piece of it. On the flip side of it, I also work with individuals that may be struggling, that have had some sort of financial hardship, and they are now struggling to pay their rent or pay their mortgages. And so that's where I come in with the rental counseling or the foreclosure counseling piece. So connecting you, another big piece of what I do is connecting people to resources that might be available to help you moving forward or transitioning to something that's maybe a more affordable. So those are the two key pieces of what I do, helping people reach that goal of getting into a home and helping people stay in those homes once they're there. So that, I think, just kind of covers it. Any questions or anything I've missed, Jennifer?
No, I think that does cover like the broad aspect, but to Jamie's point and to your point, there is so much more than just what she expressed. Everyone is individual and has different needs. And so what's sweet about Jeanette is that she will go into detail with you regardless of what situation you're in. Her goal is to help you. So yeah, for sure. Don't hesitate to reach out. It is a free resource for you guys. So just because, let's say, you're already in a home and not in the market for a new house, that doesn't mean that Jeanette can't help you. If you're struggling with your mortgage, if you're curious about tax returns, simple things, making a savings, which may not be simple, right? It can be overwhelming at times. Jeanette's there to help you. So, take advantage of the free resource. What's really cool is she can respond to you via text. She can set up an appointment with you via Zoom. So just like we do these, she can do these with you. You don't have to come into the office, right? So we can connect with you. Oh, go ahead. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, no, so I just wanted to jump in on that point, Jennifer.
Yeah.
So even though, yeah, the nice piece of it is that, yeah, don't let there be barriers to connecting with me as a resource, because there's opportunity to work over the phone and or work through Zoom, which has really been very nice. It makes it easier for everyone involved. So yeah, that's a piece. So let me talk a little bit about the process and how you can connect with me. So Jennifer is going to provide you with that information, my email, my phone number. And what I'll do is I will connect with you initially. And when I connect with you, I'm going to have a conversation, typically over the phone, sometimes through email, but I'm going to have a conversation with you about, just trying to figure out where you fit in the program and whether the program fits you. Once we determine that, everything we do is done virtually. So I send you the paperwork through email. You send it back to me through email, and we then create our appointments, and we meet initially to set those goals, to determine what those goals look like for you. So as Jennifer mentioned, it's a very individual process. I've worked with individuals where I just meet with them once or twice and they're ready to move forward on their own. And then I've worked with individuals for 2 years, and that's just their process. That's just the work that they needed to do before they could get to where they needed to be. So it is a very individualized process. We meet individually. Now I do workshops and classes also. So let me talk a second about that. So I do teach homebuyer education classes, and those classes, because I am a HUD certified housing counselor, those classes meet the goal. So if you're getting if you're part of some sort of program like a down payment assistance program or a specific loan product, sometimes they require you to take that class. You can take it through me. Again, those are done in Zoom right now. And you get a certificate at the end of that class, and that fulfills your requirement for the particular loan product, like I said, or down payment assistance program. Or
Can I just jump in here real quick for a question to clarify for people? So you will help them even if they're not searching for a home built through Habitat, correct?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I'm glad that you brought that up, Jamie, because I think that's a misconception often. I happen to be housed with Habitat, but I am a HUD certified counselor who's put in the community to assist anyone in the community. So my job is to provide you with resources, information, and options, right? We always look at all the options that are available that suit you, that may fit you, and then you determine what options are best for you. So we may talk about Habitat as an option. We may talk about a particular loan, or we may talk about working with Michigan State Housing Development Authority to get down payment assistance. But again, it's all based on your individual circumstances and what might fit your needs the best. It is definitely not just a Habitat program. So I'm glad you pointed that out, Jamie, because maybe that's not a goal of yours, or it's not a goal right now of yours, and it doesn't need to be.
And I think that is key for so many veterans that are watching, because I don't want them to be confused. And let me talk to you. I don't want you to be confused that this is strictly to be able to be approved for a Habitat home. That's not what she does do that. But in addition, Jeanette can help you with your financial aspect moving forward in another housing situation. So I just wanted to clarify that for you guys, that it's not just about Habitat homes.
Right. And sometimes I do work. So if you apply for Habitat homeownership and you get denied because of something that's going on with you financially, whether it's credit, like I said, or income, as 2 examples, then you can be referred over to me to work towards, getting back to Habitat and getting approved for a home. But whatever we do in the program, we do with the general idea that we are getting you ready for a mortgage loan. And we work with like general rules of thumb. So where does your credit score need to be for you to be able to qualify for a mortgage loan? And, and we look at all the circumstances, right? When we look at your credit report, we're going to look at it exactly like a lender looks at it, right? So we keep those in mind, right, as we move forward. But I also want to point out, let's keep in mind that even though, and I talked about this at the beginning, even though we're looking at these things in general for home ownership goals, potentially, when you're working on your credit and you're working on your budget and you're working on your savings, those are good for you regardless of whether or not you decide to move forward to home ownership, right? There's so many reasons that having good credit, I'm going to use good credit, and I'm going to put my quotations in there because that's going to help you all along the way, whether it's for employment or for rental, to get a rental or to get in your insurance. So there's lots of reasons to work on these financial goals. And then potentially you may end up having that goal of purchasing a house. I hope that clears it up a little bit more.
Yeah, these are just, again, talking to the veterans, these are amazing resources that have been hidden in the community that we discovered together working as a group, Jeanette, Jennifer, and I, and Habitat in general, that these are services that we want to be able to offer you that are free to you, right? And to try to help you get things back on track. Or if you're young and you're first time at it, great resources. And we've already built the community relationship. So they're a trusting organization. They're solid. We've been with them for 3 years. So it's an amazing resource. It's not just about building homes.
Right. And so often I hear the comment I hear a lot is, I didn't know that this was available, or I didn't realize that this, I wish I would have had this information before. I might not have done this if I would have known this before. So those are the kind of comments I hear. So I'm here, and we try to get the word out as much as possible, because I'd love to connect with you as soon as possible so I can help you work towards those goals.
Yeah. So to kind of round it out and to hammer down on that point, a lot of times when Jeanette meets with a client, there's time sensitivity attached to it, right? Jeanette, you would say, yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Right?
Yeah, definitely on the foreclosure side of it, or the delinquency on property taxes or rent. Those things are definitely time sensitive, right? And so we need to it's more of an emergency type service, right? What can we do? What resources are there to help you?
Right. So it's super cool to know that if you're in a pinch, if you feel like you're in a bind, we may be able to help, right? She has a pulse on other organizations that can provide services that might be able to help with financial assistance. And then even Jamie too, through the course of her and Little Blessings, learning about other great organizations that offer resources, free resources to the community, it's important for you to understand that these are people that are here to help you, especially when it's something that you feel overwhelmed with and anxiety about, that it's like, I have to get it done now. Well, call us, text us, messenger us on Facebook. Like, it's 2021. Every one of us has our phone in front of us, and we're there. So we're here for you. Please try to not feel overwhelmed, and know that if we can help, we will. Oftentimes it does happen where it's, I need this help and I need it now.
I want to jump in there too with what you said about
Sorry, the pig.
I know. She just moved. So we have established, it's called the Veteran Community Coalition, that we've established with now probably almost 12 to 13 organizations within the community that service veterans. It's a veteran focused coalition. And so I loved the first meeting that we had when we brought Jennifer in, because people were like, okay, I don't get why Habitat's here. And then they finally were like, whoa, Habitat's here, right?
Yeah.
So, we have VFWs, we have Legions, the DAVs, just amazing organizations in Toledo and in Michigan that have all come together to be able to help any way we can. And I just connected with another one. I don't know if you guys know Ken Leslie from Veterans Matter in Toledo. He houses homeless veterans. And so all over the country. Yeah.
That's great. That's awesome. What a great connection.
He's going to become part of our coalition too. So I think that'll be awesome for the veterans too.
Oh yeah, that's great. That's wonderful. Yeah. Lean on this coalition, lean on Habitat, lean on Jeanette. Basically what we're telling you is that we have connections and are actively making resources constantly to make sure that we have someone, either it's us that can help you or someone we know that can help you, right? Yeah. So we understand the need, because from what I'm learning through relationship development in the military service community is that it's hard to get a direct answer. And oftentimes it's, okay, call this person, and then you're going to have to call another person, and then you're going to have to fill out a form, and then you're going to have to go here, and it's probably not going to be that one. And right. And that's what I'm understanding is what's happening. What's cool about us is if you need financial counseling in any sort of manner, Jeanette is here to help you. So you just reach out to us and we can help you. If it's something that is in the capacity of that, but maybe we aren't able to facilitate that need, she has resources to help you that will get you to the person that you need to speak with. And Jamie's the same way too. So
well, I just want to point out, Jennifer, that that's a good point you make. A big part of what I do is connecting people with resources for sure. And I do not like connecting people to resources if I have not talked to somebody. So if I want to connect you to a resource, it's going to be a resource that I know exists right now, and this is who you need to speak with. There's nothing more frustrating than being, calling around and taking your time to call around and be put on hold and finding out it's not the right resource, right? So yeah. I'm going to tell you, I make sure, it's a big part, and it's a very serious part of what I do, is making sure people can connect to things that really exist for them to use and be available.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Yeah, it is important because we hear the concerns and we understand the concerns. So it's not a phone call that's going to be like, I'm just going to take down your information and maybe I'm going to get back to you. I hear you. I see you. I understand what you're dealing with. I'm learning that we need to help you right away, regardless if it's like an immediate need for you, that there's anxiety level to hear, or it's something that I need to talk about. We're going to get that person connected with you right away, so we want to help. And if it's financial counseling, if it's home ownership with Habitat, if it's signing up to volunteer because you're itching to give back, we have all those things for you. So I want to let Jamie get some space here for a Habitat audience too, to be able to talk a little bit more about the awesome program, the equine therapy, and everything that Little Blessings has to offer. So if you don't mind, would you talk just a tiny little bit more about
it's so funny. I don't mind, but I was just going to have you do the same thing on your side, to let veterans know how what more they could do.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. In terms of volunteering. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, cool. So, so we just had a dedication on our 104th Habitat home in Detroit Beach on Grand Avenue. It's huge, right? So, in Monroe County, Habitat Monroe has built 104 homes, housing over 250 children and over 160 adults in Monroe County, giving them safe, energy efficient, affordable homes, right? We can't do that without you, right? We cannot do that with volunteers. There's no way possible. There's 7 of us on staff at Habitat Monroe, okay? So we do it because of you. We're functioning because of you. So if you have any skills with construction, cool. If you have 0 skills, if you've never lifted a hammer but want to give back, we need you. What's cool about 2021 and not cool about COVID, but what we've learned is that volunteers want to explore what their skill set is and provide benefit through that. So not just building on a home, do you like to take pictures? Are you into photography? Oh, cool. Because we would love some photos of our homes, right? And our homeowners that we can put up and help, push and promote Habitat Monroe, to get the word out there, to be an advocate for Habitat. There's many different options. There's a Restore, which I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with, but the Habitat Restore takes appliances, home furnishings, anything really to do with the house. We resell those. So couches that you barely used or even had a little bit of love but are still in good condition, we'll take them back, and we'll sell them, and then those go in to fund the homes, right? For somebody that's hardworking, that's going to pay a mortgage, and that's going to give back to the community. That's a Habitat homeowner right there. So we need you. You can contact me. I'll put all the information in there. You can go on to habitatmonroemi.org, or any of our social media platforms and sign up to be a part, because we need you. And soon enough, I know this will happen. Mark my words. We will have veterans volunteering and building a home for a veteran in Monroe County soon enough. So those are things that can help us with that. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, we know we will.
I know. And I want you to talk just a little bit, even just a tiny little bit.
Okay, I will. So veterans and veteran families, if you've not heard of Little Blessings Veteran Community Outreach before, we are housed at a Duke Petting Farm, which is in Temperance at Samaria and Crab. And we do a wide variety of things. So a big piece of what we do is our veteran equine assisted therapy. Our program is a 50-week individual program. It's it's for somebody who is struggling, trying to do that transition. And it doesn't mean that you just got out. You could have been out for 20 years and still haven't transitioned and still have that anxiety or anger or, explosion, and so we can help you through that. We have licensed mental health that'll help you, and working with these horses, it's amazing. Spouses, we've definitely discovered in the last 8 months, the critical role that you play. And you are the backbone and the structure of the veteran home while the veteran is off serving. And then when the veteran comes home, quote unquote, broken. And so we have services for you. And then we have an amazing kids program. We're just getting ready next Monday to launch kick off our second round of our kids program, and super excited about that. All veteran kids. That's an 18-week program as well. Another thing that we do are our community dinners. We definitely, we have them all over the place. And so we've really reached out and into the community. Last month, we had it at Indian Creek Zoo, and it was amazing. Joe opened up the zoo to us. We had it privately from 6 to 8, and Marcos sponsored the pizza. So it was great. And then this month, if you've not signed up for it, check out our website. Go sign up for it. We are going to be at Forest View lanes. Rich Kenny is giving us 10 lanes, so 60 of us can bowl. So sign up so we can bowl. And because we want to have you out there, and doing these community dinners is just one more piece of the partnership that we build. So Jen has attended many of them. So
coming this Saturday, I'm excited. Women's Warrior, can't wait.
Yeah. Yeah. And we have this amazing garden space too. It is growing, and it is a space for healing. We provide, somebody has donated the vegetables this year for us, and everybody planted already. And so you just maintain your box, you get to keep your vegetables, and it is just an incredible space to be in. So we're very blessed to be in the community, helping veterans the way that we are.
That's amazing. It's so cool. I mean, when you go there, veteran, if you have not been there, but if you have, you will understand this. When you go there, I mean, I get chills just thinking about, you probably can't see this, but there is something about this space that creates this. I have to be a part of this. I have to do more. I want to be friends. I want to know these people. I want to help with this organization, and it's palpable. You can feel it. And when you're away from it, you're like, oh, when am I going back? I'm just itching to be a part of it. So there is so much there to help you, to help, like she said, to just reinforce what she's saying. So for spouses that are by themselves, right? So I don't know if you know this or not, but I just had a conversation with this incredible family.
You're frozen.
You want to finish it? Oh, there she is.
No, hello.
Yes.
Like,
no,
oh no,
I
did I
lost
lose you guys? My internet's. That's one bad thing about this. I don't know where I left off at, but basically,
you were just getting ready to tell the story. and it
oh,
stopped, so
okay. Oh, so an incredible woman came to us. Just, she was looking for some employment, and it was incredible. Her husband was deployed and had been during her entire pregnancy and the delivery of the baby. And I'm getting chills thinking about this. And I watched the video as the husband came home to see for the first time his child, because he had been selflessly serving. And there's her, who's an incredible mom, just proud and confident. I got this. I'm okay. I know my husband is doing good for us, and for the greater us, right? Not just the two of them. And for him to see his new daughter, Ziggy, super fresh, and for the mom to just be like, we're going to be okay. These are the services. These are the people. This is the place that I want them, you guys, to know about. Right? It's an incredible place. I mean, it offers so much for families to be there, and they are making so much of an effort to bring the community together, civilian and veteran alike, to be able to get together and do what we should be doing, loving each other and supporting each other and having a good time. So it's a cool place. I'm an advocate, obviously, right? And it's a cool place to be a part of, and I'm so proud and blessed that Habitat is allowed to walk alongside Little Blessings and Dew Farm. It's cool. If you haven't been there, check it out. It's a great place to go and a great resource.
I want to give Habitat a shout out too. So just so people understand the relationship that we truly have, right? I didn't even know this existed, but Little Blessings is beyond honored to be a recipient of tithing from Habitat. That is a big deal. That is a very, very big deal. That states something about who we are as an organization and what Habitat thinks about us as a community partner and organization. So, I mean, again, I cannot reinforce enough how much we've worked together to try to build these relationships. They're solid. We have one vision, and that's taking care of the veterans.
Right. Yeah.
So,
yeah. And the sky's the limit. The sky.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. It's so good. Yeah. It's so good. Yeah. Just a small note. I'm not sure when this recording comes out, how you guys see it, but we do have one more participant, and her name is Stacy. And Stacy, don't feel like you have to talk, but this is our new volunteer and social media coordinator. And without doing things like this, asking the questions, putting this stuff out, would I not know that her fiance was an Afghanistan veteran, right? I think that's amazing. Like, how many of us go day to day without asking that question to our coworkers? You need to ask that, and then you need to be grateful and say thank you. You know what I mean? I know you would be like, no, it's okay, you don't have to, but it's so important for us to know it, because maybe they're dealing with something that's way beyond what we thought day to day, right? Reacclimation, getting used to our civilian life. So it's super cool. Stacy, we love you for being a part of our Habitat team. And I love it even more that now I know that you are soon to be, related and in a serious committed relationship with a fiance of someone who has served the community. So super cool. This is why we do these things, and we'll continue to do them to allow that space for us to just even learn more, learn how we can help more, and offer a place that's safe for you guys to answer, get your questions answered, and know that we're here for you. So yeah. Is there anything else, Jeanette or Jamie, you guys want to say to wrap it up? You're like, we got it, we're good.
Yeah, I just want to thank you so much for putting these together, Jen. I think it's amazing.
Good.
It's just one more small piece that we try to do something within the community to help our veterans.
Thank you. Thank you for allowing us to do this. Thank you for deepening our relationship all the time. You know, I love you, and we work towards learning more and being better. You know, we really do. So, Jeanette, do you have anything else that you want to tell our audience after watch this?
Well, yeah, I just wanted to say I'm glad that I had an opportunity to share a little bit about what I do. And please feel free, even if it's just to ask me more questions about what I do, please feel free to reach out. I'd love to talk with you.
Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, awesome, guys. So stay tuned in the fall. We'll be back for this, and we're excited to be here in real time to answer all the questions you have and catch you up on the latest and greatest in the relationship that is loving and amazing between Little Blessings and Habitat. And we appreciate you guys. Thank you for your commitment and your service and allowing us to live freely. We appreciate you. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Hi, everyone.